What it is, what it is, what it is. What in the world, boss? It's your boy Big Low Kuntry. I hope that everybody out there is doing great tonight. For everyone out there that don't know me, my name is old Big Low Kuntry. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and I definitely appreciate that. Now, first of all, if you could do a country boy a favor, make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you hit that like button. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Coach John Brooks, he's already ahead of the game. Says, "What up, Big Low? I didn't hit that like button, bro. I appreciate that, bro. What in the world?" Also, make sure that you share this channel with your friends and family. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. And if you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you put a "What in the world" Bo in the comment. I just want to know where the love coming from. Just want to know where the love coming from. So, y'all know, per tradition, I got to make sure that I show love to everybody that's showing love to me. So, John Brooks, much love to you. He's always first. He's always the first one to the game. Nate Bill, what in the world, Bo? How them Bills looking, man? Y'all gonna rebound? Because, I think y'all let one slip through your fingers on Sunday. Bubba Gump's in here. What in the world? What in the world, BG? Thea, what in the world? Much love to you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Nate Bill, he actually said, we got a tough game on the road against Baltimore Ravens. Who you got, Coach? I'm going with the Bills. I'm finna go ahead and book it, Coach. Lock, stamp, ready to roll. I'm going with the Bills. I think y'all gonna pull it out. Y'all gonna be upset that y'all lost on Sunday. Hopefully Ken Dorsey don't tear up no more computers, and y'all gonna get that W. Pax Paint's in here. What in the world, Bo? What's going on, man? Bubba Gump, yeah, man, yeah. So we got to talk about these Browns. We got to talk about these Browns tonight. So last week, we kind of looked at some of the numbers, right? I don't know if y'all remember. We looked at some of the numbers. We used via Pro Football Focus to see, what we had going on and everything. And, we're kind of going to go down the same path tonight. We're going to look at some of these numbers because, to be honest with you, they came to fruition. I said, hey, if we could, I believe we have a chance to run the ball efficiently against Seattle. 7 days later, everybody's getting naked because Cordero Patterson ran for 141 yards, career high. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. So we're gonna look at the numbers again to see what strategies we could take. What strategies we could use and kind of see what we got going on. Georgia, Texas boys in here. What in the world, Bo? What's going on? Brian Peoples, Coach Lowe, Small Fishes. Coach Lowe, Small Fishes. Man, that must mean you don't exist, Bo. I only catch big fish. Big fish over here. Oh, man. Bubba Gump says front seven has to be ready for that two-headed attack of Chubb and Hunt. Yes, we definitely do. We definitely do. Glenn, what in the world, man? What's going on? What's going on, Coach Ghost Peppers? Dres Latimer, much love to you. J Miles in the house. It's a party now. Coach Will Amy says Michael Walker, he got to play discipline in this game. Yes, your linebackers are going to be a key. Morgan's in here. Much love to you, Morgan. He said rise up. He just spelled it wrong. Much love to you, Bo. Coach Jack said he got that creek water for me. Jermaine, Tyler. Yeah, so basically, let's do a quick synopsis of what we got going on. And while I'm doing that synopsis, I'm just going to highlight some more people that's coming on to chill out with us tonight. Excuse me. So, the Atlanta Falcons were 1-2. Many people believe we should be 2-1 or even 3-0. Now, with that being said, we're just looking at where the team is at now. So when I say we're looking at where the team is at now, we're looking at, what recurring themes we see. Is it one of the cases where is the offense better than it was last year? Yes, it is. The offense is better. Is the defense better than it was last year? Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. Special teams, we can say special teams is better. We blocked the punt, right? So the thing is that how are we going to match up with the teams that we're going to be playing this season? And I mean, so far, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I mean, I think we matched up pretty good. For such a dramatic change that we had with, starting leaving, moving on from a Matt Ryan and going to Marcus Mariota, completely different offense. I think we kind of turned the corner a little bit, Bo. Keith says the Browns are very poor tackling in the secondary. Look, that's definitely something that's going to work out to our advantage because we got a lot of people who could make runs after the catch. Make runs after the catch. J Mall said, man, that was a big fish. Hello. Coach Padre's in here. Much love to you, Coach Padre. The kid says big week. It says big week for Jake Matthews and Myles Garrett plays. Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is. Coach Dre says, J Mall, nothing much, chilling, laid back, relaxing, beloved. Hope you doing and feeling good on this hump night tonight, beloved. Hello. JJ the Great follows it up with a hello. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. So, Brian Peoples, first of all, we definitely got to make sure that we show love to the folks out there in Florida and Southeast Georgia, South Georgia. Look, we don't want y'all to know that y'all are in our prayers, and we hope that this storm isn't bad because the old coach. I've living in Southeast Georgia. We've been through our share of hurricanes and things like that in the past, and it's definitely a scary experience. So, definitely thank you so much for bringing that to everybody's attention, Coach Brian Peoples. And I definitely got to respect it. That's that dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Coach Padre says, he says the Browns are going down like that fish you caught was in the boat. What the word? Then he put a hello at the end of, come on, Coach. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Coach. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. I tell you what, boy, everybody hate on my little fish, man. I mean, I'm sorry, on my big fish. Jay said this is going to be a statement game, fellas. Let's get this W on Sunday. And yeah. So basically, if we're looking at the numbers and everything, the Atlanta Falcons, once again, a lot of people had us outmatched last week, right? So we're just looking at the numbers. Let's just look at it basically based off of the statistics, and these are just the glaring statistics. Number one, who would have thought before this season started with a team led with Jacoby Brissett and Marcus Mariota that these two teams would be in the top 10 in scoring offense? Who would have thought that would have been the case? Yet here we are, September 28, 2022. Here we are, the Cleveland Browns, 6th in the league in scoring offense with 28.3 points a game. Atlanta, 9th in the league with 26 points a game. Cleveland Browns, total offense, they're 6th in the league with 389 yards. We're right behind them with 370. But it's amazing how big that gap is. That leaves us at 15th in the league. Now, crazy thing is that even though we're at the top of the league in scoring offense, both of these teams, when it comes to making the plays through the air, we're 26th and 27th in the league in passing yards. Cleveland has been averaging 198. Falcons been averaging 213 passing yards per game. But we're both top 5 when it comes to rushing. Cleveland, unfortunately, when we run up against these guys, they're 1st in the league in rushing yards per game, averaging 190 yards. So, like we said earlier, somebody mentioned earlier, Michael Walker, I think Bubba Gump mentioned it earlier. Michael Walker needs to make sure he shows up, shows out, and do what he needs to do. Dan Burst, what in the world, Bo? Much love to your family. Thank you so much for coming on and chilling out with us. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome Coach Dan to the stream. Thank you so much for chilling out with us, man. Marcus Allen says, Coach Low, I know this has nothing to do with the game, but have you eaten at Breakfast Boys in College Park? Well, look, first of all, it don't got nothing to do with the game, but please tell me about Breakfast Boys. Oh, okay. Coach Ronald said you commented further down. Coach Ronald said, tell us more about breakfast. See, look, we foodies. So you talk about eating now. You talk about eating, you already know what time it is. What's going on, Coach Wallace? Tyler Russell says that the over-under is 49.5 points. So they're expecting us to score around 50 points combined, both teams. And I could definitely see that happening. Marcus Allen says, Coach Ronan is a black-owned brunch spot in College Park. The chicken and pancakes is smacking. Hello, I'll be there. Let me know. Let me know when they open. And I will definitely be there. So y'all know we look at the numbers, right? We try to look at the matchups and everything. MacTown, what's going on with your Bo? We try to look at the matchups and we try to look and see, you know, what advantages we could possibly have. Now, we looked over the rushing, I'm sorry, the offensive numbers. Now, another thing that we have to look at is that how good is Cleveland offensively on third down? Now check this out, guys. This one right here might throw you for a loop. Cleveland is 6th in the league in third down conversions, averaging 47.8% of their third. So half the time they get the third down, they're converting, right? 6th in the league. Falcons, we're 12th, converting on 40%. Check this out, though. So if they don't get it on third down, a lot of times they'll double down, go for it on fourth. They're 4th in the league on fourth down at 66%. So that's why they have the second highest time of possession in the league at 35 minutes a game, because they just don't get off the field. Now, we know that so far this season, the Atlanta Falcons have had some trouble getting off of the field. And we got to make sure we do what we need to do. So there's 2 ways that we can resolve that. The first way to resolve that issue is, number one, well, you know what? I'm going to think outside of the box. I'm finna get out of the box and start thinking. So there are 3 ways we could change that. Number one, we can get off the field on third downs. When third down comes, we can make sure that we stop them, right? Second option is we could create some turnovers. So create turnovers. I don't care when it comes, first, second, third, fourth down. Whenever it comes, we could create those turnovers. That's the second option. Third option, we got to get ahead. We got to put points up on them. So whenever they do get the ball, they feel like they need to throw. They feel like they need to. If we could get up by a good 2 possessions, I'm sorry, a good 2 scores, and make them feel pressured, that'll be another good way to cut down their possessions, the time of possession. So, you know, that's definitely important as well. Coach Ghost Pepper says, Coach Low, I think this game for Tonga to be activated, put him and Rush in there, because you know the Browns are going to run. Yes. Now, that's ironic that you talk about that, because we know that the Browns are going to run. So once again, I like to put this disclaimer out, because I know there's a lot of Pro Football Focus. You know, people don't go with Pro Football Focus. They don't really agree with it. So we're going to look at the numbers, right? And we're going to see which directions they like to run in and which directions they're most successful in. Definitely. Now, look, if you think stopping the run against the Cleveland Browns is important and you need a way to express that, you know how you could do that? Pop quiz. You know how you hit that like button. If you hit that like button, that'll be how I know, you know, you think it's one of those situations where we need to make sure we stop that run. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all, out of those 3 options, remember I said number 1 is to just get off the field on third down. I said number 2 is create turnovers. And I said, number 3, we just need to get ahead of them and make them just put them in peer pressure to start scoring themselves and make them start throwing the ball. Now, out of those 3 options, y'all let me know in the comment which one do you feel like is the most effective. So if you feel like 1, just get them off I apologize, not the most effective, but the most likely of happening. So 1, getting them off the field on 3rd down. 2, creating turnovers. Or 3, just getting ahead of them and making them throw the ball more than they want to. Y'all let me know in the comments which one you think you would go with. 1, 2, or 3. So get off the field on 3rd down. 1, 2, creating turnovers. Or 3, just turn into a doggone shootout. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. J Mall says, it'll happen soon, Coach Ronnie. Don't worry about it. It says, let them get loose 2 more games. I'm assuming you talk about George Pickens, Coach Ronnie. Kenny Pickett, Mr. Fake Slide. Reese Cup says, Coach, we need you to beat the Browns for us. Last Thursday was embarrassing. Hey, Coach, look, we're going to go for what we know. We're going to go for what we know. Coach Wilder says, and I know that Pease will have a good plan for this game. Look, we definitely hope that, he has a good plan for this game. Coach Tyler Russell, he said 1 first, and then he changed it to 3. Coach J. Miles said, look, he thinks we can get off the field on 3rd down. He thinks that'll be the most successful way. Coach Tyler says, look, we're gonna have to just outscore these boys. We're gonna have to put points on the board and put the ball in Jacoby Brissett's hands and make him make plays. Now, look, I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'm not that guy that's gonna look over Jacoby Brissett. He's a legit quarterback. He ain't been in the league this long for nothing. In the words of Coach Ronnie's mother and father, for nothing. So it's one of those cases, Coach Ronnie. Pat Paints, he said all 3 of them. Coach Ronnie, so you feel like we need to turn it to a shootout, Coach Ronnie? Oh, okay. Okay, all right, Coach Ronnie. Wait a minute. Say it one more time. No, but say it one more time, though. So that means you got faith in Arthur Smith. No, you can't be on both sides of the... Oh, okay. So Coach Ronnie said that we're equipped for a shootout. And I said, okay, so that means that you got faith in Arthur Smith. So hey, it's one of those cases. It's one of those cases. Jermaine, Mactown, and Dan, they said, hey, boy, we need to just get ahead. So I ain't got no faith in the defense. Georgia Tech boy, he said all of the above. Coach Ghost Pepper said, hey, we need to just get ahead, put the ball in Jacoby Brissett's hands. Coach Wallace, he said he think we could get off the field on 3rd down. Okay. Reese Cup said 3, stop the Jacoby Brissett sneak. Coach Lowe Small Fish said, hey, man, we need to create turnovers. Yeah, I'm going to completely agree with you. I'm leaning more towards the 2 and 3. If we can create turnovers and get ahead on them, that's where the game is gonna, hit that whole nother level. If we can create some turnovers, because to a certain extent, the way Cleveland plays, if you can create a turnover and jump ahead by 2 scores, and then, if you get ahead by a good 14 points, because when I say 2 scores, I ain't talking about 10. I need 14 and put some pressure on them. And then after that, we could ride it out, because the last game, Marcus Mariota, he started off hot, and then he cooled off. So it's one of those things. Bubba Gump said, hey, man, he thinks we can get off the field on 3rd down. Also, Immortal Knowledge says we can get off the field on 3rd down. Pee-wee Brownie Elf says, what's up, Falcons fans? Dog Pound in the house. What's going on? We got some of the Dog Pound family in the house, man. Definitely. Pee-wee says the Falcons have some serious weapons. You're definitely right. You got Coach Bridget in here. What's going on, Coach Bridget? Hope you're doing good today. Definitely. Coach Bridget, defensive coordinator. Coach Wallace says, but I think we're going to have to watch out for their play action, because they know that we're probably going to try and stop that running game. And you're right. You're right. One thing that we can say is that Amari Cooper and Jacoby Brissett have great chemistry. And Amari Cooper, he's still that guy. Like, a lot of people sleep on him. A lot of people sleep on him. So I tell you what, let's look at some of these numbers here, guys. And let's see, let's see what the Browns have done to become as successful as they have become so far this season, especially with this running game, because this running game is legit. So give me one moment here. All right. I'm sharing the wrong screen. What in the world? I'm sharing my folders. Let's see here. We share the right screen here. There we go. NFL teams and Pro Football Focus. All right. There we go. All right. Now we're on the right screen. So moving forward, we're looking at the Cleveland Browns. Now, one thing that we have to keep in mind is that, we got to. One thing I always like to do, I always like to look and see what teams did the team that we're playing, what teams did they play against? Because sometimes, you could put up big numbers and do a lot of big, pretty things, but it really don't matter because the team you were playing before really wasn't too hot, right? So they played Carolina. Carolina, we got to acknowledge their defense is legit. But one thing that I'm seeing here is that, they also played the Jets, and a lot of people sleep on the Jets defense, and they played Pittsburgh. Now, that run blocking, the run blocking scores they have is pretty consistent, 61, 67, and 70. And I see against Carolina that their pass rush was off the chart. But, like I said, we can't really go based off of the numbers, but we're looking at what actually did they do to become successful. So let's take a look and see what they did as far as their run blocking. See what directions they ran in and how they ran and everything else. So let's see here. All right. So moving forward. Hold on. Let's see here. So moving forward, their run direction. That's where we're going. So just going to explain this to everybody once again. So that run direction, as you can see here, you got your center in the middle. This is the even side. So you're talking about 2, 4, 6, 8 gaps. Then this is the odd side. So this is 1, 3, 5, and 7, right? Y'all let me know if I lost you. What's going on, Reggie? Much love to you there, Bo. Mac Town Dirty said 62 viewers and 17 likes. So look, definitely make sure that y'all hit that like button for us. We would definitely appreciate it. So there are a few things that I look at whenever we look at these numbers. Now, this right here is one of the most important numbers to me, to be completely honest with you. Basically, so this number is the yards that you get before you get contact. So whenever they run to the left end, basically they run for 3.7 yards before somebody even touches them, right? Which means which is very efficient, because I say all the time, I only need 3.33 yards per carry to get a first down every time. So as you can see exactly how efficient their running game is. So per average, whenever they run on the left tackle, they're averaging 12 yards per attempt, guys. I mean, I know they've only done it, 3 times. And this is just Nick Chubb. This isn't the whole team, but this is just Nick Chubb. But through the 3 games, Nick Chubb has 341 yards. Now, Kareem Hunt, we all know he's just as dangerous. He's not getting looks like he can't read the lanes as well as Nick Chubb, because you can see here 2.6 yards, 1 yard, 1.3 yard before he actually gets contact, opposed to Nick Chubb, who's averaging easily 3 yards, 3.97 yards before someone even touches him. So that's going to be very important, guys. So, like I said, the linebackers are going to be important, but we got to make sure that we get that good push. And like I said, it's not even just up the middle, but on these edges. On these edges is going to be very important. Another thing that we definitely have to make sure that we pay attention to as well is that, and let me see if I can pull that up. Basically, another thing that we need to pay attention to is that I was looking at this before we did the show. Whenever the Browns run zone run blocking, their numbers are actually better than when they run power. So, as you can see right here, this side right here, this is the zone. This is the zone run blocking side, and this is the gap. That's basically just another word for power. So that zone run blocking scheme, that's the scheme that Kyle Shanahan made efficient in Atlanta in 2016, where everybody just steps in the same direction. You double team that guard or that center and then get to that next level, opposed to that gap run blocking where sometimes you'll just literally run by a guard in the center and just get up to that linebacker, opposed to double teaming and creating that seam. So if we look at this here, their grades are a whole lot better whenever they run that zone run blocking scheme, and whenever they run it in zone opposed to gap. But the crazy thing is, guys, is that it looks like they run the gap or that power zone, that power run blocking scheme a little bit more. So I'm really feeling like they're kind of setting it up, right? They're kind of setting it up for, say, okay, well, we're going to run power at them, and then we're going to change it in the zone and take advantage of them, which is something I'm kind of worried about, because we got young linebackers. And if they're changing between this gap run blocking and the zone run blocking scheme, they catch somebody out of position. Nick Chubb, he can house it. I remember the last time we played against the Browns, Nick Chubb had one run for like 88 yards or something like that. We don't need that to happen again, right? So that's definitely important. Now, I did want to ask the coaching staff, what do y'all feel like we need to pay attention to the most when it comes to trying to put their rushing game intact? Because I really feel like it's important. Pee Wee says, look, Chubb and Hunt, they're gonna be hard to stop, Bo. Look, we already know we got our hands full, Bo. We already know. Let's see here. Coach Ronald said, y'all, I think Molly Mall is mad at me. Tell him to bring his hating self back in here. Oh, man. Coach Ronald says, I know J Mall, but if y'all see Molly Mall, tell him to come back in here to a second home. Eugene Sutherland says, you mean the Saints fans who beat y'all yet again? We good over here, fam. What in the world are you talking about, Eugene? Oh, man. Let's see. Reese Cup said, he said, Coach, I'm going to be honest. I don't think you can stop their run game. Just focus on slowing it down. What will kill you is letting Njoku find the holes in your defense. Yeah, and that's another thing that I'm worried about, especially when it's one of those situations where that running game is efficient. Because one thing that we know about Jacoby Brissett, especially playing with New England and playing with the Colts, he pretty much has mastered that whole. He's pretty much mastered that whole play action, the art of the play action. A lot of people don't realize that it's a real thing. It definitely is. It definitely is. But let's take a look. Well, you know what? I tell you what. Let me look at something else as well. Another thing that I definitely want to look at was Cleveland's Cleveland's pressure and depth. So we want to look and see exactly how much Jacoby Brissett throws the ball downfield, how effective it is, and we want to see how he handles pressure. Because if we could get some pressure, that'll definitely be huge. So as we can see here, most of his passes, like a lot of quarterbacks, are 10 to 20 yards. See in the middle of the field, 7 to 11 yards. 5 to 10. I'm sorry, 7 to 11 yards. 7 out of 10 threw 2 touchdowns, thrown from 10 to 20 yards in the middle of the field. 5 out of 10 on the right side, and 2 for 4 on the left side. Now he's completed 2 passes downfield, 1 for 30 yards and 1 for 32 yards. Yeah, I believe both of them, if I'm not mistaken, were to Amari Cooper. But most of his passes are from 0 to 10 yards down the field, in the middle of the field. So that's not good for us because we like to blitz a lot, especially in that A and B gap. So if between the hashes, if we're blitzing guys in between the hashes, I got a feeling that's going to be wide open. He completed 16 out of 21 passes in the middle of the field. That's where most of his completions are at, guys, for 124 yards and 1 touchdown. On the right side, from 0 to 10 yards, 10 for 13. So look, guys, that's something that we definitely got to keep in mind. And behind the line of scrimmage, he's completed 10 passes, 10 for 10 for 88 yards. So they're not really stretching the field out, but we definitely got to make sure that we, try to keep them corralled a little bit. Definitely got to keep them corralled a little bit. Let me see what everybody's talking about over here in the chat. ATL, yo, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Hope that you're doing good. Thea says, I think we have to pressure them with scoring and make them make mistakes to keep up. Yes, we definitely do. J Miles says, I heard the Browns had a linebacker that's probably are with injury, as well as top of Myles Garrett might be an opportunity for our running back room. And I think Coach Bridget said she heard that Clowney might not be playing as well. So that could definitely be an opportunity. But yeah, we can't overlook them. Now let's look on the other side of the spectrum when it comes to the Falcons to see what they got going on. What's going on, Coach Ron? Huh? Nothing. Oh, okay.
I was trying to communicate through sign language. I don't want you to call me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the Atlanta Falcons, as we can see here, one thing that we can say now, our running game, especially with Cordero Patterson, it's not as good as it is with Nick Chubb, but I can say that our passing game is a little bit more. I can say that our passing game is a little bit more efficient than the Cleveland Browns passing game. So, that's definitely a good thing. So Cordero Patterson, he's averaging 2.96 yards before he's getting contact. So before anybody puts a finger on him, he's getting 2.96 yards, which is great. Because normally in the NFL, you might get 1.5 yards before someone comes in contact with you. I know a lot of y'all might be wondering, how's Tyler Algier doing? He's not doing as well. He's averaging 2 yards before somebody gets in contact with him, which is still good. A lot of people don't realize that, it's one of those cases where this Atlanta Falcons offensive line is definitely playing a lot better than they were last year. Definitely playing a lot better than they were last year. So let's see. Let's take a look here. I want to show y'all how they're doing when it comes to their run blocking. So, of course, Chris Lindstrom is doing this thing. 87.4 run block grade. You definitely can't beat that. Definitely can't beat that. Let me see here. Bridget said, Coach, this week I have this defense right. Browns ain't scoring no more than 10 points. Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about, Bridget. Look, you keep on. We might be giving Dean Pease. We might have to take Dean Pease' job from him. We might have to give it to you. We might have to give you the whistle, Coach. Reese Cook said, Coach Ron and Coach Lowe. I'm going to expose Coach Keith. Uh-oh. His favorite team was the Cowboys growing up. No, Coach. You didn't have to do him like that. Coach Ghost Pepper says, I think the Browns and Falcons mirror each other a little. Quarterback similar qualities, and both teams want to run and be physical. It's a tough matchup. Somebody going to taste their own blood on Sunday. Somebody tasted their own blood. Parker Hesse, he's a great run blocker and tight end, and sometimes he's going to slip out and catch some passes. Kobe Gossett, a lot of people didn't acknowledge exactly how well this guy was blocking on Sunday. That might be one of the reasons why Cordero Patterson had his career high. They're talking about Elijah Wilkinson coming back, but I'm sitting here like, shoot, Kobe Gossett looking like he might be the bee's knees, bro. Now, just taking a look here, percentage of snaps, as you can see, there's a huge difference, right? And when I say there's a huge difference, check this out, guys. When it comes to zone run blocking, so you see right here, you got your zone run blocking once again on the left, this gray box here, and then you got your gap, which is the power zone, which is the power blocking scheme. The percentage of zone run blocking is a whole lot higher. Now, you're going to run power in short yardage situations, things like that. But 59%, 58%, 73%. We ran a lot of zone run blocking against Seattle on Sunday, which is why Kobe Gossett's number is a little bit higher. But Caleb McGarry, 59%. He's doing what he needs to do, but in the corporate world, we call that an opportunity. He has an opportunity to get better. So our offensive line isn't looking as good as Cleveland's, but once again, guys, we're only 3 games in. You got to look at the competition, right? I mean, who's to say Carolina's defensive line, was that good? Who's to say the Jets' defensive line was that good? I mean, the Steelers. Who's to say? I'm sorry, Keith. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Reese Cup. Who's to say the Steelers' defensive line was that good? All I know is that whenever we come into the game on Sunday, I'm gonna be up there at the game. I'm gonna be saying, "Oh, Grady, we really need for you to go crazy." That's all I'm saying. We need Grady Jarrett to show up and show out. And just like Coach Ghost, I believe it was Coach Ghost Peppers, he mentioned a little bit earlier, we need Rush and Tangelo, all these guys, we need them to show up and show out. Because we know they're going to try to run the ball. We already know it. In the words of 112, you already know.
Hey, did you hear about Coolio?
What happened to Coolio? What?
Yeah.
When?
While you started, right around the time you started the show, they announced it.
Oh man, I didn't know Coolio.
You got to see it before you got on the air.
Nah, man, I didn't know Coolio passed away. Man, that's rough right there. Man, Gangsta's Paradise. What movie was that for?
Shoot, it was that school movie.
Yeah, the white lady who was working with the inner city kids.
Dang, what was the name of that movie?
Man,
I'm gonna have to Google it. Okay.
Because she came and flipped the chair around and sit down in the video. Like had somebody's uncle doing the singing on the song. You know that same uncle that be singing at everybody's funeral. We're spending most of our lives.
Pee-wee's, Brownie, Elf, and Brian Peoples, Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds. It was dangerous. That don't seem like.
Yeah.
Man, okay, Dangerous Minds. Okay.
Everybody's putting it in. French Chisel, Dre Jungle.
Oh, okay.
Dang, everybody remembered it but us.
Everybody remembered it but us. Dangerous Minds was like the farthest thing from my mind.
I wouldn't remember that.
Man, we're spending most of our lives spending the gangsta. Boy, I tell you, he was that same uncle that would come to the fields day and sing, I Believe I Can Fly. Then he jumped on Gangsta's Paradise. Everybody like, shoot, my Uncle Ray, he could sing. My Uncle Ray.
Everybody knew that. Like, if you didn't know the whole song, you definitely knew the beginning.
Yeah,
you definitely. Of a certain age.
These young Thundercats, they don't know nothing about that.
But if you're of a certain age, you know at least the beginning of that song.
They too big listen to MLB Young Boy.
Okay.
MLB Old Man.
R.I.P.
Man, old Coolio. Doggone, boy. Anybody know what happened to him?
I don't know, he's 59.
Man, it didn't seem like he was that old.
Well, you know, we were young.
We were young. You were probably old then.
Yeah.
You know, man, boy, that's rough. All right, so one thing that we were talking about last week is that Marcus Mariota needs to hit on deep shots a little bit more. And throughout the season, it looks like he's gotten a little bit better. 3 for 6 on the right side, throws over 20 yards. What's up, Coach?
I'm sorry, but Jamal was like, he was a legend for that Keenan and Kel intro. I forgot.
Oh, man, not the Keenan and Kel.
I forgot.
The time for Keenan and Kel.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now, you know what? That might have been a bigger contribution to me.
Yeah.
That was, and then they were in front of the Universal Studios globe.
Yeah.
Like the, you know,
was the plan or a plot to make it to the top? Oh, here it goes. Oh, man. You took it back, Coach Roddy.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Man, I forgot about Keenan and Kel.
I did too.
Man, JJ the Great said, I was born in 1999, and I know Gangsta's Paradise. R.I.P. Coolio.
There you go.
Man, because Britt said, man, I used to love Keenan and Kel. I used to have a crush on Kel. Their mother said, Coach Low, a.k.a. Beloved, death don't care what age you are.
Hello.
Yeah, death don't care what age you are, though.
Care what age you are.
You definitely right, Beloved. Hello. Yeah. You already know. You already.
True.
Yes, definitely. Keith said, hello. Hey, Keith. Hey, Noah called you out. I don't know if you seen it earlier. You know.
He said don't pay attention to him.
He said, oh, okay. C.T. Hill said it was starring Michelle Pfeiffer. That's crazy. She came in, she flipped that chair around like, hey, I'm in.
Cool young teacher.
I'm in with you guys. Like,
right lady,
let's figure this out. Yes.
She's relating to them.
Yes, like Prez Belushi.
Yeah.
And The Wire. I made a Wire reference. Oh, man.
Except he didn't have to flip the chair.
He didn't have to flip the chair. He just grew a beard. The beard was weird. Anyway. I seen the reunion segment that they had. He was like, hey man, can I get you anything? How about a good burger? Like, okay. All right.
First of all, I love it. Do it all the time. I love Keenan and Kel. Well, all that first.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked all that. That was the joint. You tell Nick Cannon was finna go to higher levels though. You could tell.
Well, yeah, you could from when he first started.
Yeah.
He was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah, you could tell.
But see, he came right after they left, right?
They were there together for like a quick second. They wasn't there together.
I don't really know if there was much overlap. They might have come back from time to time because they were still doing a Nick show. I don't think there was much overlap though.
Huh.
It might have been. I could be mistaken. They'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. Look, the coaching staff be on top of it.
Yeah, they'll put it in the chat.
Coach Water says, Coach Low, I found out that the last time we beat the Browns was in 2010.
Oh gosh.
Wow. We need to beat them on Sunday.
Oh, I think we're overdue.
Yeah, it's about time. The words of public announcement. It's about time. Brown people say, yeah, they were together. Yeah, I thought they were together for it was like a short time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a short time.
Dang, 2010? We would have just been married for a year at that point.
We had just been married for a year.
The last time we won.
Yeah, trying to figure out if it's going to work.
Okay.
I was like, man, boy, she pretty, but man.
Wow. I was like, man, boy, he got a house and a nice car. I don't know.
I thought you loved me for me, Coach Rody.
Yeah, right. You think I would have been dating you if you were walking? No.
Pat and Joe would have been there. So y'all can see the pass rush grades. Of course, Grady Jarrett is leading in the pass rush. But something that's interesting is that Troy Anderson, his pass rush grade is in the 70s. So he's he's gotten a couple of hurries with the few pass rush opportunities that he's gotten. Looks like he rushed the passer 4 times, and half the time he actually got pressure. So that's either attribute to him, or y'all don't throw no banana peels at me. It's an attribute to Dean Pease. Dean Pease might have called up the blitz at the right time. So one thing that we do believe in here is giving people their flowers. Lorenzo Carter, he got a couple of sacks this year, as you can see. He also got a few hurries. He got 4 hurries. So out of his 89 pass rushes, he's gotten to the quarterback twice and got some hurries and hits, which is definitely a good thing. This is an improvement on last year, guys. This is definitely a huge improvement. So far this season, we got 8 sacks. So we have more than half of the sacks that we had last year in 3 games.
Already?
Yes.
The whole year.
Yeah, the whole year.
That was such a struggle.
The whole year we had 14 sacks last year.
We won solely on the will of Matt Ryan.
Yes.
We weren't even that good.
Yeah, exactly. It was tough. It was a tough watch. Hard times.
Poverty time.
In the words of Dusty Rose, hard times. Oh man, Francisco, he says, man, Good Burger was good too. I'm a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes.
You got to sing it right. I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. Hey.
Oh man. Francisco, he also said, I told you, Troy built to win Anderson.
Hey, Big Low, you've been missing Keith telling on Reese's Cup.
Oh, what?
Reese's Cup telling on Keith in the chat. He said that he had a Cowboys lunchbox.
What?
And he also said that his mom confirmed it. So unless he's saying Coach Nana's not telling the truth.
Uh-oh, we can't look. You don't put that on Coach Nana.
Don't put that on Coach Nana.
Keith said the only reason I know he was a Cowboys fan is because his mama told me. He said, unless Coach Keith is saying Nana lied. Uh-oh. Coach Keith, that's between you and Nana. Oh man. So Alan from Facebook, I'll also make sure that you check us out on Facebook. If you're on Facebook and catching up with your old high school classmates, catch up with Coach Low. I don't know. If you try to buy something on Facebook Marketplace, go ahead and like Coach Low on Facebook too. Big Low Kuntry Sports. He says, I remember for the last 2 seasons, we kept debating on who was going to be Arthur's Derrick Henry. And I don't know any of us thought it would be Cordero Patterson. And that's true. That's true. It's like one of those situations where I said, hey, I'm pretty sure they was at the practice facility. Art Smith gave his speech, and he pointed at the door because I've given this speech many times at the beginning of a new season. I was like, hey, let's just say the previous star player's name was Pookie. I said, hey, Pookie ain't walking through that door.
Wait, what's the point you're making?
Somebody gonna have to step up.
Okay.
Pookie ain't walking through that door. Pookie just joined the Navy. He ain't walking through that door no time soon. So maybe that's what Arthur Smith did. He said, hey, Derrick Henry, he ain't walking through that door.
He sure didn't have no problem letting Derrick Henry get fantasy points.
Hey,
you know what?
See, you're petty.
Okay.
See, you petty, Coach Rody.
Right.
You need to leave it alone.
All right, I'm letting go.
Pat Paint says, I sure bought my PS5 on Facebook Marketplace. Well, why aren't you following Big Low Kuntry? You too busy trying to do PlayStation. Like, no. Oh man. But yeah. So moving forward, when it comes to the pass rush has definitely improved significantly. Now, one thing that we do need to pay attention to on the defensive side of the ball is the rush defense. Rush defense numbers. Look, we need to get stops. We can't miss tackles because, like we said, they're already averaging 3 yards before they get in contact before anyone's contacting them. Once again, we don't know exactly how good the previous teams were, before they came to us. The only thing we could do is try to establish our dominance. With that being said, our rush defense is not that bad. Rashard Evans, he's leading the pack. He's only missed 7% of his tackles, which is a really good thing. Really good thing. He's gotten 2 stops. Arnold Ebiketie, he's missed 16% of his tackles. He needs to make sure that he's on his A game because they love to run that outside zone and put that outside linebacker in a precarious situation. Grady Jarrett, he's missed 16% of his tackles as well. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not even mad at a defensive tackle missing a tackle. Number one, half the time when he's trying to tackle somebody, one arm is wrapped up. If he does get past somebody and he gets into the backfield, you got an agile Nick Chubb against a 320-pound Grady Jarrett. Who you think is going to make that play? That's why they pay Nick Chubb. So I'm not even mad at Grady Jarrett missing tackles. As long as he's impeding progress, we'll be good to go. Dredd says, Coach Low, I think Nick Chubb going to get 2 to 4 big runs before the defense wake up. Man, I'm hoping that's not the case. I hope they take an energy drink before the game. We don't need them falling asleep. Wait a minute. Somebody, I ain't finna say the name. Somebody followed us on Facebook. So much love to you. I appreciate you for not just buying your PlayStations. They actually liked us on Facebook. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Definitely. One time for the fans said, hey man, Troy Anderson on Madden is ridiculous. Still in my starting lineup. See, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to see, just because you beat me 3 times, you break it up, Madden, coach. Come on now. Much love to you, my brother. Much love to you. We're gonna have to link up sometime soon, so I can get my dubs back. Ken James is in here. Much love to you, Ken. What in the world, Bo? Definitely, man. Definitely. So, look, when on the defensive side of the ball, we got to make sure that we get these stops. Hoodie Juby, he says, y'all can win, but please let my man Chubb get 200 yards and 3 touchdowns for my fantasy. Thanks, and y'all enjoy. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
Now, Hoodie Juby, I don't know if you know who our coach is, but he has already addressed it. And he said he is not playing for fantasy football.
He is not playing fantasy football. So
he's playing to win.
We playing to win real games.
You might want to play. Hello.
Pat Pate said, hello, you already know. Definitely, man, definitely. But yeah, we can't let Nick Chubb, let Nick Chubb loose like that. We can't let the Chubby loose. You know, that's definitely not a good thing. Now, there was something else that I wanted to look at. Let me see here. What was it? I believe it was receiving. Now, Drake London. Let's look at Drake. Let's look at Mr. Drake London. First of all, everybody knows. Y'all seen the videos. Old Big Low wasn't too much of a fan of Drake London making the Drake London pick. But y'all know how I am. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first to tell you
when you
I
live,
was wrong.
That's what you said. You're like, I hope I'm wrong.
I said when I went live, I said, look, guys, I hope I'm wrong. Coach Ronnie said it. I said, look, y'all, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this is not the case. But I don't like the pick. I need some defense. Here we are. Drake London. Now, the crazy thing, guys, the crazy thing about Mr. Drake London, Mr. Kiki, Do You Love Me? Are You Riding? Is that if you look at the passer ratings are very bad, but Drake London's grades are very good. What does that mean? That means that Marcus Mariota is not putting the ball where he needs to be putting it at a lot of times. But Drake London is just making the plays. And another beautiful thing is that, look at this. He's been putting up and making all of this production, and he hasn't caught one pass over 20 yards.
Wow.
Yes.
He has not.
He has not caught one pass over 20 yards. So the ball has not flew in the air over 20 yards, and he caught it.
But they say he's not. Mariota's not a deep threat kind of guy, right?
He has arm strength.
He does.
Yeah. He can.
No accuracy.
I mean, he's had accuracy in the past. I don't know. You know, I don't know what's going on with him, but I feel like the deep shots are gonna come as the season goes on. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna come as the season goes on. But I mean, Mr. Drake, I definitely got to give you your credit, Bo. Definitely got to give you your credit. You know, all over the field, he's catching passes, getting good runs after the catch. So, look, I gotta give you your credit. Got to give you your credit. Let me see here. Bridget said Drake is him. Hello. Tyler Russell said, hey man, I still wanted Jordan Davis. He's looking good so far too, but what are his PFF numbers? Yeah, we could definitely check that out. J Miles said, hey man, I didn't want a wide receiver either, but Drake is that guy. I mean, Drake is legit. Pat, well, I'm glad that everybody's acknowledging. I'm not the look. That's the beautiful thing about the coaching staff. Everybody's honest. You know, look, if you believe that the coaching staff is honest and you want to show how honest that the coaching staff is without just being too sappy and saying, hey, Coach Bridget, you honest, or hey, Coach Pax Paint, you honest. You can show that by hitting the like button. I would definitely appreciate it if you did. Also, another way you can show it is by liking us on Facebook. By liking us on Facebook. Coach, one time for the fan, he says, Jack Spade says, thoughts on Brian Edwards. You think it's a playbook issue with him or he just needs to get in the rhythm? I think he just needs to get in the rhythm, Coach. I don't think it's a playbook issue. This system that we're running is very similar to what they do in Las Vegas. I just feel like right now he just got a few people in front of him. You go to the grocery store, you while you waiting in line, you looking at the candy and everything, you waiting in line, there are people in front of you. And that's pretty much what it is with Brian Edwards. Like, we know he's a talented wide receiver. I'm pretty sure you seen him when you was at training camp too. You're like, okay, this young Thundercat got some game to him. But at the end of the day, he just gotta wait. Big Shep says, I'm happy I seen Frank Darby last game. I thought he got cut. Nah, Frank, Frank, he chilling out, keeping everybody entertained. Yeah, so they let him go and then they brought him back for the practice squad.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, Amy said Marcus Mariota got to throw the ball. Only Drake London can grab it. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we got these big wide receivers, these big guys, because they could kind of go up and get it and do their thing. So one time for the fans says Darby and Bernie, they got reps Sunday. What's the play with Demir Bird? Demir Bird was a guy that I thought was going to kill it because in training camp he was what our coach used to call it. He was a PE superstar. You working out. you working out, yeah. I was in school. I didn't play basketball. Yeah, I was in there just cooking folks, boy. Just doggone kill them. Man, doing the.
You were a PE superstar.
Yeah, that's where I got the term from. I hit the jump shot. I'm doing the Michael Jordan job back down the court.
What you doing?
Hitting that Michael Jordan. Come back down. Coach like, look at old PE superstar. You can do all this in PE. Why you can't do it? Why you can't play for me? I was like, hey man, look.
I don't know if you want to know the conclusion to the Keith and Noah situation with the
what was the conclusion for Keith and Noah?
So Keith said, putting this to bed. When I was 9 through 12, I liked the Cowboys and the Steelers. But the mid-'80s, I dumped the Cowboys, and the Steelers has been my team ever since. Coach, throw the flag on Noah for excessive celebration.
All right, okay. So, look, thanks so much, Coach Roddy. All right, I got you, Keith. I got you. Celebration. Hold on. Noah. What's the penalty? Gotta wash dishes for the rest of the week. I caught it.
Oh my God, we having a full in the chat. Now Reese talking about, well, Keith always had the Falcons. Least favorite.
Oh no! What? No. Where the world go? Man, that's rough right there. That's rough. All the whistles coming out.
Oh my God.
Oh man. So Big Chef, you said that Pitts has had. I'm sorry, I missed it. Hold on 1 second. Big Chef said so. Pitts, he's had potential to be the #1 tight end in the league if we keep feeding him. I believe that first quarter alone showed exactly how dominant Pitts can be. And everybody's talking about all the different plays. The play that got me, I'm gonna be completely was the tight end screen. He caught the ball. He almost housed it. He caught it. I mean, it's like he run like a. Have you ever seen how a deer runs before it gets to the road? Whenever you running, whenever you driving down the road, that deer just killing it. Then it get to the road, it starts stumbling, starts slipping and everything. That's how Kyle Pitts was running before. He was running like that before he got tackled. But that look, deer, they be humping and bumping. That boy know he could doggone run, Bo. He could pick him up and put him down like it ain't nobody business. So yeah, that was a play out of all the plays that impressed me. That tight end screen, that's what really got me. One time for the fan, he said that Clowney, he had an ankle injury, and we all know that unfortunately Myles Garrett had a car accident. We don't know if he's going to be healthy. They said he had a shoulder injury, things like that. I don't know how bad the car accident was.
I heard his car flipped.
Oh, his car flipped?
Yeah, I heard his car flipped.
Wow. So, it's one of those cases where it's like, whatever I say, You know, whatever I say.
Don't say nothing crazy.
I
Don't
mean,
say anything crazy.
all right. So look, I'm an insurance adjuster, right? So I see people have injuries every day from car accidents. So his car flipped. I don't think he needs to be playing. You know, he needs to chill out for a minute. You know, but I don't want to. It's one of those situations where it's like I'm saying that, and then
you have a vested interest.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Well, somebody said that he's probably playing. It's just gonna be a pain management thing. That's what I heard.
I don't think he should play. I heard that too, but I don't think he should play because
maybe said he was trying to dodge a deer.
yeah, he was trying to dodge a deer and ran off the road.
Flipped?
Yeah.
How fast was he going?
Well, just think about it. Depending on what the ditch was like.
Oh, that's true. If it was
elevated area. Yeah, so if he went down into that ditch,
yeah. Swerved and it was elevated.
Mm-hmm. Well, Amy said, "Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just would have hit it." Yes. Look, everybody that's listening, and I'm sorry if you driving, apply the brakes and hit the deer. Don't try to swerve to miss the deer, please, y'all. Don't try to miss the deer. Apply the brakes and just hit the deer because it's very, very dangerous. One time for the fans, said, curious about your thoughts on Grady, on the Grady question I just asked. What Grady question you asked, Coach? Let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Sometimes I get caught up. Okay. He said Grady on pace to break his high of 7.5 sacks. Do you think he could hit 10 with the way that he's? Yes. With the way Grady Jarrett's playing now, he got 3 sacks through 3 games. Yes, he could definitely hit 10 sacks easily. But the biggest thing is that he needs a supporting cast around him. You know, that's the biggest thing. I mean, Lorenzo Carter, he's rushing the passer pretty well. I need Arnold Ebiketie to show up. Like, we don't need Grady Jarrett being like I was in PE. Because in PE, I was doing everything. PE superstar, you know, come back.
Somebody called you a YMCA superstar.
I was a PE superstar. It was like, hey, man, give him the low. He can get you a bucket.
JJ the Great called you a YMCA Hooper.
YMCA Hooper. Hey. But yeah, so I want to ask everybody else. Do y'all think Grady Jarrett could be on pace for 10 sacks this season? If you feel like he could get 10 sacks, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's one of those cases where, you know, it's, you know, he could still have a good season and he'll be closer to his career high 7.5, put a 2 in the chat. King Kale says, Coach Low, Myles Garrett is bigger than that car he was driving. He says, there are pictures online. The car was in horrible shape. Definitely. Well, I'm just hoping that he's okay. Devin C said, he crazy Low. He swung a helmet like a tennis racket at someone head wouldn't doubt he plays. This is true. I wouldn't doubt he plays either. Him and Aaron Donald, the boy crazy, boy. It's not just because they kind of play the same position, but they just like swinging helmets at people. What was that I kept talking about? Was that like 2 years ago? Whenever I was like, Aaron Donald, like, you think he gonna run across Mason Rudolph or something? You remember that? Yeah, because you remember he swung the helmet at Mason Rudolph.
That was Aaron Donald. I thought Myles.
I'm sorry, Myles Garrett. Yeah, Myles Garrett. Yeah. Look, both of them swinging helmets. I get them confused.
Oh man.
Did anybody see the picture of Aaron Donald? They photoshopped Aaron Donald standing there with 2 helmets. That's why they photoshopped him. It looked like he was getting ready for a Game of Thrones battle. There were like a bunch of horses. There were a bunch of horses like charging him. And he was just standing there with the 2 helmets. I'm like, oh man. He was standing there like Jon Snow. Oh, So Coach Will Amy, JJ the Great, they think that Grady could get 10 sacks. Big Shell said he think he get 17, to be honest. Drez and Coach Ghost Peppers, they think he get 10 sacks too. Dre Murphy says 10 sacks, yes. Acuna, young boy, says Grady Jarrett is him. Tyler Russell also agrees, thinks that Grady Jarrett could get 10 sacks. Will Amy says, but everybody need to step up on the defensive front. And that's true. That's true. Coach Bridget, she's the in-house defensive coordinator. She said that she thinks Grady could get 10. So everybody's agreeing on the 10 sacks. And Coach Jack Spade, one time for the fan, feels like Grady could get them 10. Big Shep says he getting 1 sack a game. Yeah. Tremel thinks culture. He says Archie Smith is going to be the best coach the Atlanta Falcons have ever seen. I'm hoping that you're right, Bo. I'm hoping that you're right. I'm hoping that you're right because look, we need to change. We need to change the way I look at it. So I'm finna be completely honest with y'all. The way I look at Archie Smith is like this right here. Whenever someone's doing something that's different, everybody kind of like second guesses. Everybody looks at it like wait, hold up, wait, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? That whole Kanye West documentary. I don't know if anybody's seen it. A lot of people was like, man, Kanye West, man, that boy, he crazy, But a lot of things that he said he was going to do and things that he said, would actually be the case were, actually the case. Now, a lot of things he said, you'd be like, Kanye, yeah, you is kind of throw. But, maybe that's the case with Arthur Smith. We're like, oh, why did he do that? But at the end of the day, just like they said in Hamilton, we wasn't in the room where it happens, Coach Ronan. So I mean, it's just one of those things, So I mean, we definitely got to pay attention to that. We definitely got to pay attention to that. So I'm just being completely honest with y'all. Whenever I say that, I can see Arthur Smith being the guy, being the greatest Atlanta Falcons coach of all time. But right now we're just in the whole wait and see mode. We're just in the whole wait and see mode. And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every second of it. Enjoying every second of it.
This year?
Yes.
Last year, we're enjoying every second.
Tremel says, watch Coach Ronan. It takes time. That's the thing about Coach Ronan. Her and Mama Country, they be impatient, boy. Let me tell you about Mama Country. So I went home over the weekend, took my computer home. I worked from home and everything. Then Saturday came. I was like, man, you know what? I didn't take off Friday, so I'm just going to chill out with my family. Right? I didn't have a chance to do it. Mama Country, she's so impatient. Because my whole thing is Saturday, Sunday, I do my work and everything during the week. And I try to do little projects and stuff during the week. Come home. And if we do something on Saturday, we'll do it. But, we can't force it. Sometimes you just can't force. We get there, Mama Country like, hey, I need you to clear out this whole breakfast nook here. Clear the whole thing out. Move the microwave, and I need you to put these 8-9 foot tall cabinets in here. I'm like, come on, what in the world, baby?
You're gonna need some help. They're heavy.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help. They're heavy. Mr. Joe might have to like okay. Yeah, I'm just standing outside reminiscing about my old school basketball days when I was doing my Michael Jordan
YMCA Hooper.
PE superstar.
PE superstar.
Mama Country like, hey, you can pull them weeds there while you just like what in the world, baby? What in the world? 100's in here. He said Browns got a good D line and a good running game with Chubb, but honestly, Patterson, London, Pitts, and Mariota have been going crazy. I got the Falcons winning 31-24. Okay. Now, I definitely feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game. Coach Tyler Russell, he actually came in here and said that they got the over-under at 49.5. So if you bet 50,
Everybody thinks it's gonna be high score.
yeah, well, I mean, we're two of the top scoring teams in the league.
The Browns are too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And who would have thought,
Yeah.
like I said at the beginning of the show,
Falcons and the Browns.
who would have thought the Falcons, led by Marcus Mariota, and the Browns, led by Jacoby Brissett, would be two of the
highest scoring offenses. We got your Aaron Rodgers.
You got your Aaron Rodgers,
Wow.
Tom Brady's, you
Hey,
know.
Flacco.
Hey, me, Joy Flacco. I'm trying to throw the ball over here.
Matt Ryan,
Matthew Stafford. Yeah.
Man.
Lamar Jackson's.
Wilson. He ain't scoring.
Russell.
I don't know if he's on any of y'all fantasy teams like he is mine.
Hey.
But boy, he about 2 steps from getting benched with George Pickens.
Hey. Now look, Coach Arthur Smith said, "You're just trying to win football games."
Well, he ain't on Arthur Smith's team, so what's his excuse? My gosh, he ain't giving me no point.
Oh man, what's going on, Jay? Much love to you. Coach Reese's Cup says Coach Keith is a part of the Steelers family. He cares just as much as me. It's just slightly alarming when he came back to Pittsburgh from Cowboys Bengals game with the Cowboys souvenir cup. What in the world?
Oh my God!
You came back with a Cowboy. See, Coach made me throw the flag on you already. I didn't start it. I was just chilling. We were going over the numbers.
Oh, you missed Loki's comment.
Losky said, man, I used to kill him at BYU, Backyard University.
That's you, a BYU superstar. Bring him, young.
Y'all hate him, boy. Y'all hate him, boy. Think I used to be out there. Y'all seen the referee video? What was Magic Johnson? Like, so I had to come down with my own. He. I was like, no, Carl, you get him, Carl. You got to get him back. If everybody wondering what I'm referring to, you need to watch The Last Dance. I'm talking about the Chicago Bulls documentary. You definitely need to watch it. Brandon Little says, Big Low, what's going on? My brother, Falcons got to win on Sunday. Yes, sir. We sure enough did. And we trying to go back to back. Jada Pella says, ask me a question. I'll be Johnny on the spot. So, look, I'm just going to come out and ask you, who y'all think is going to win the game on Sunday? You feel like the Falcons are going to win? If you do feel like the Falcons are going to win, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like the Browns are going to win, put a 2 in the chat. I'm just going to keep it book. Let y'all know. Well, not let y'all know. Y'all let me know. Who do y'all think is going to win? Devin C says, Arthur Smith scared away all fantasy owners. Well, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm finna have a moment of transparency. Picked up Marcus Mariota, my fantasy league. So, he didn't scare me away. I'm here for it. Oh, Bridget says the Browns are only favorite 1.5 over us. Wow, I'm surprised. Man, come on, Bridget. I'm surprised too, but yeah, it's one of those cases. Grand Dodger said he's going for the Browns. He said, he's riding with us, but he said he's going for the Browns. Well, Amy says, who got Coach Big Low, Purple Rain, Vikings, or Voodoo Saints? Of course, I got to go for the Vikings. I got to go for the Vikings. Got to. I mean, you know what? I'm leaving my heart out of it. I feel like the Saints are. That's why we had to check up on them last night. I don't know if y'all had a chance to watch it. A lot of people ain't used for us going on Tuesday nights, but we just had to do a wellness check on the Saints fans, because a lot of them got the soggy foot from just walking aimlessly around the bayou, walking aimlessly around the bayou. They said they found some of them with crawfish shells in their pocket because they know they were going to be out there for a long time. So They were walking aimlessly around the bayou like them folks on Walking Dead. They were like, "Hey, are y'all okay?" Still, J Mall, they all feel like the Falcons are going to win. Devin C said he's going for the Browns. He said, he said it's Browns time. Will Amy, 100. Tyler Russell said they roll with the Falcons. Coach Padre, he's being transparent. He said he thinks the Falcons are going to win. I'm sorry, he thinks the Browns are going to win. Brian Peebles, Fran Chisel, Coach Tyler, they all think that the Falcons are going to win. Brian Peebles says 28-24. Tyler Russell says 35-28. So y'all think this is going to be a high scoring game. I don't know if it's going to be that high scoring.
I mean, you picked up Mariota.
Yeah, I picked up Mariota.
There's going to be some scoring, at least on one side.
I didn't say I was starting them. I picked them up. Yeah, I picked them up. I didn't say I was starting them. Because I feel like everything is still trying to work together. Just like that Lil Wayne song, let it all work out. That's the way I'm going. Granddaughter said, struck dogs bark exceptionally loud. In other words, a hit dog will holler. Jay Murphy said he thinks the Falcons are going to win. Raymond Elder said, man, this is a 50-50 for me, coach, but I'm biased towards my Dirty Birds, so I'll go Falcons 1. Okay. Padre says, thoughts and prayers, coach, on that Mariota pickup. That's nasty business. Thoughts and prayers. Dres said you're going with the Falcons. Tremel says if we can stop Chubb, we win. I don't know. I'm equally worried about both of them, Chubb and Hunt, because Hunt can hurt you too. It only takes one play. It only takes one play. The batter says, "Are we getting the dub? 2-2. Here we come." I'm hoping that you're right. I'm hoping that you're right. Granddaughter said Browns got the run game. Falcons struggle versus the run. And you completely right, coach. You completely right. The batter said that the Falcons could score though, and that's true. We can put them points up. Big Shell says, I have a feeling Ritter is our future franchise quarterback. I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I think right now it's one of those cases where almost anything can happen. Mariota's gonna be your starting quarterback. I feel like Arthur Smith feels like he owes it to Mariota. Yeah. Or either that or it's gonna be one of those cases where he plays really bad and he gets hurt and he puts him in. So
he said he's gonna be covering the Packers-Patriots game in Green Bay.
Oh, okay. Packers and Patriots. Don't come back with a Cowboys Cup, Keith. Now. Coach Ghost Pepper says, Coach Low, Saints fans walking around drinking Wild Irish Rose, singing, I'll keep holding on. Oh man. Oh man, that is crazy. That is crazy. Devin C says, I'm worried, Big Low, because Kirk Cousins is trash in primetime games. Great at noon games. And I don't want to find out what 8:30 a.m. Kirk Cousins gonna look.
It's so inconsistent.
He is.
It's crazy.
He is.
It's crazy.
Jay said, hey, Coach, your wife, she got a little voice on her.
I was in chorus growing up for my beautiful vocals.
Man. Oh, okay. Hey.
Don't hate.
I ain't say nothing.
Don't hate.
I ain't say nothing. All I'm saying is that, like, I wasn't in chorus. And, I sound better.
And everybody likes you talking, not singing.
Everybody, I was in chorus. I wasn't in chorus. I sound better.
You sound better to who?
Than you.
That's your opinion.
Hey,
you also thought Drake London was bad. So
I didn't think he was bad.
I
didn't think he was bad.
Your opinion.
I just didn't. I ain't want him.
We don't put much stock in that.
Okay, I hear you. I didn't think Drake London was bad. I just didn't want him. I just didn't want to them. So hey, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. But yeah, everybody think I can sing better, Coach Ron.
Everybody thinks that?
Yeah.
Who is everybody?
Everybody in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think Coach Low sounds better. Put a 2 in the chat if I.
If my daddy taught me how to sing, that's why this boy sing everything. You better shine.
Such a hater. Oh
Oh man. The hate is real, boy. The hate is real.
You and your little fish.
What?
You and your little fish.
Don't put that on me, Coach Rody.
You know what? I tried to support you, but you threw
You've
me
been hating on
under
my
the bus.
you've been hating on my fish from the beginning.
That's my vocals. That's the praise. Here you come, Peyton. So you know what? You take your little tiny fish and stop showing it to the coaching staff.
What?
They getting tired of lying to you.
What? You such a hater, boy. The hate is real. The hate is real. All right. Okay. So
I'm seeing plenty of 2s.
So Dre, he said 2. That's for me.
No, I'm 2.
I'm 2.
I'm 2.
I thought I was 2.
I'm 2. You're 1.
This can't be right.
Okay.
Bud Bowl says 2.
Your little teeny fish. Your bad sports takes. Whatever. Your old bitter moonshine.
What?
You don't know what you're talking
My
about.
what?
Here. Bitter moonshine.
Don't you put that on me, Coach Rody?
You know what? It hasn't been clear for months. And the coaching staff just hasn't told me. Yo, foggy moonshine. I'm hating on my boy. That's why I gave you pink lemonade the other day. I didn't want you embarrassing us.
You were embarrassing us. Coach Rody, you're such a hater, boy. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
You such a hater. You see what happens in the country household when it gets late. We just start getting delusional. We just started talking trash, random stuff. Ain't nobody wash no dishes today. Devin says 2. He said he got to go with Coach Rody. Akuya young boy. Padre said, "You're right, Coach. You keep your vocal superiority to yourself."
Padre, come on now. You met us in person. You know my smooth alto voice definitely sounds better.
Everybody tell me I sound like Jagged Edge.
No, ain't nobody tell you that.
They say that all the time.
It sounds like your voice box hit a Jagged Edge. Not that you sound like Jagged Edge.
They be asking me to sing it. They wear it all the time. They be saying, say that, meet me at the altar, Coach. I was like, hey, if you're good at something, you don't do it for free. That's what I tell them.
You know what? You just causing all kinds of family strife tonight.
Granddad said 3. Both of you sound better. Okay, all right. Lowski says 1. Dre says, there's a lot of 1s in here, Coach Ron.
There's a few.
There's a lot of 1s. There's a lot of 1s.
Scattered.
Francis says 2. Sorry, Big Low. I love you. But what in the world, Bo? Hello. Like what? What in the world?
Granddad just said 3.
Yeah. Granddad said 3. You both sound better. Man. Granddad said never pet a burnt dog. Like what? A burning dog. What in the world, Bo?
Okay, I guess like don't hurt yourself. So he said 3. Do something that'll hurt you. So he's not choosing sides.
He ain't choosing sides. Okay.
But we all know who would win.
Okay, Coach Ron. Coach Bridget, you know.
Don't skip bubblegum. You got several 2s. Don't skip over him. Read them.
Bubblegum, he said 2 divided by 2 divided by 2
okay.
equals 1. Coach Bridget, she says 2. You know, so look, it's Thea says 2 digital fish. What in the world? What in the world? Antonio said Coach Low. Definitely.
Oh my God.
Bridget said her laugh is so cute.
Thank you, Bridget. That's girl.
Oh man. Francis said, y'all on y'all Nick Cannon, wilding out. Padre says, I almost asked Coach which jagged edge twin you were when we met, because them vocals were so strong. That's what I'm talking. See, first of all, that's all you got to do.
Wait, let me hear it.
See, first of all. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman. See, first of all. That's it. That's all I got to do right now. They be asking me all the time, like, hey, Coach. Like, hey, you don't got to dance at our wedding. Just can you sing? You know, when we walking down the aisle, that's all we want. I'll be like, you want me to try out? They're like, you don't got to try out, Coach. I'll be like, no, I got to.
Antonio Holloway said, Coach, hit that walk out of heaven.
I'm rolling down the lonely highway.
Sound like you being kicked
And
down.
I'm asking God to
Ask him.
please forgive me.
Ask him.
I see everything clearly now. Oh man, boy, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. To Evolve said, what in the world, Bo? I'm late, man. Ain't nothing going on. Coach Rona just hating as usual.
Nah.
Just hating as usual. Just hating as you. You know what? That's what I'm gonna say. You know, I will see Coach Rona tomorrow because you know I always get up first. I get up, say, "Hey, how you doing?" I like, see, first of all, that's all I'm gonna say to her.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. You know, first time I saw Coach Rona, you know how she reacted? She reacted like that lady on 5 Heartbeats.
No.
She was like, that was he did. Oh man. Jay said, hey, I think he might have showed you up, Coach Rona. See, that 2 was flipped to a 1. Just that quick. He said, hey, Coach, you might be taken to the woodshed tonight. Might be taken to the woodshed. Man, please. Well, look, man, I ain't finna keep y'all up too late. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and chopping it up with us. We got a chance to look at some of these numbers and everything. And look, moving forward, we're definitely gonna be getting ready for this game. Two of all says, come on, Coach Ronnie. Big Low had to wear that shirt just to remind him who he was. I'm a man. Oh man, Francisco say, I know the thing you say been right. Oh man.
Kane Brown just jumped in here. Kane Bailey at the very last minute.
What's going on, Kane? Thank you so much. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome Kane. Kane, you caught us right at the last time. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome Kane to the stream. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Francisco said, sing it, Lo. Sing that thing, Lo. Then I take it to the remix. I know I've been wrong. I'm trying to do right. I promise, girl. I promise.
Get back to the comments.
Oh, you're jealous. You're
I'm
jealous.
not
Don't be jealous
This
now.
all started
You know.
when I got a compliment from my voice.
They've been
So if anybody,
they've been complimenting me for years.
That was way more too.
They've been complimenting me for years. You know,
Way more too.
I'm just used to it.
So who would be
You ain't used to it. That's all it is. I've been used to
I'm
it.
not even fully on the mic, so they're not even getting the full force of it.
They've been telling me to start a SoundCloud account. They've been telling me to. You know.
Get back to the game. Deion Jones, Jaden Alifa. He wants to know about Deion Jones.
Deion Jones. Well, look, we don't know when Deion Jones is coming back. He's on the PUP list. You know, so whenever he does come back, we're going to see if they put him into the starting lineup because we definitely need some help in the run game and the pass game. And if Debo is who he's supposed to be, then I'm sure they'll be putting him in there. Deion Jones, Rashad Evans in the middle, I believe that'll definitely be a good combination. Brian, people talk about get them, Coach Ronnie. Don't encourage her. Don't encourage her. Let's get it. What's going on, Bo? Hope you're doing good tonight, fam. My homeboy, let's hit it. He called me today. He was like, "Hey, Coach, I just need to talk to you. I don't know what." He's like, I don't look, Coach. Tell me what you think, because this is what I'm thinking. Tuaval says they gotta do a better job at notifying me whenever you do your whenever you gonna do a live, Big Low.
We always come on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so every Wednesday night we on, right? At least.
And Sunday night.
If we don't do anything, we're gonna be here on Wednesday nights. So yeah,
And
definitely.
Sunday
And Sunday nights after the game, and we know we'll put up we will definitely be putting up a reaction after the game as well. So
not just a reaction.
Yeah, I said Sunday night too, babe. Yeah, and Sunday night we'll have a live as well. We'll definitely have a live as well. Definitely. Let's see here. Jada Pell says, saying Isley Brothers. You're contagious. Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. Drive me wild. Oh, man. Ghost Pepper says, Coach Logan sang, ask Eddie Kane. He took his spot. That's what I tell Coach Roy all the time. But one time we were getting ready to sing at a karaoke. And she was like, hey, Coach, you want to sing this song with me? I said, hey, you sure you want to sing with old Eddie Kane? Oh, man. Brad Tizzle said, is Debo him? I still think he's him. But, it depends on which him he is. Is he the current him, or is he the him from 2017? That's the question. That's the question. Pat's Paint, that's right. Give me what you got. Oh, man. Mr. Thea said Mr. Big's Country. Jada Pella says, so now Roni is the backup singer until we hear her again.
I'm drinking tea right now because I preserve my vocal.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just nourishing my vocal box.
Oh, okay.
Slow. You sound a little dry over there.
Nah, that's not dryness.
It's not an opinion. It's a fact.
Nah, that's not dryness.
I'm gonna continue to lubricate.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. That dryness, what that is, that's ruggedness. Yeah, that's character.
It does sound rough.
That's character.
True.
It
does sound rough.
It sounds rough and smooth at the same time.
Just rough.
Man, that thing like velvet.
It sounds like
because
I get it.
Top one of the members.
Rough.
One of the members. Oh, okay. One of Jack Dad's members. Look. All I'm saying is I'm getting requests in here. So ain't nobody said, "Hey, Coach Ronnie saying." You see what I'm saying? You ask for what you want. You give the people what they want, Coach Ronnie. That's all I'm saying.
I see since you started singing, you've been dropping viewers. But all right.
Because we said good night earlier.
Okay. All right.
We said good night earlier. But William Amy, he said he wanted to hear that. Lay your head on my pillow, saying that thing low, and just relax. Back me up, Coach Ronnie. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, man. That's right. They forgot about the Let It Snow video. They forgot about that. See? That's it. Oh, man. Ramsey Ward says, Coach Ronnie, in the words of Shirley Caesar, please hold your mule. Man, let me go ahead and get on off here, man. Y'all finna have me singing all night long. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. We're gonna have a karaoke night one of these days. You'll be able to hear those beautifulness as much as you want to. But in the meantime, y'all stay safe. It's Wednesday. Y'all know Wednesday after lunch is all down here from there. So we're on the back side of the week. Let's go ahead and get ready. Let's go ahead and get ready for week 4 and try to go 2-2. Let's see if we can go 500, bro. But in the meantime, y'all already know what time it is. I'm sorry, Coach Let's Get It said, well, look, man, your boy Low, you already know sports. I want to make sure that you do too. Let me get you low down. Y'all take it easy, man.